Hello, and welcome to Reimagine Retirement. I'm Jason.
And I'm Roma.
And today we're going to be talking about executing your financial plan before you get on the road. Welcome to Reimagine Retirement. We are Jason.
And Roma.
Two early retirees. We are traveling the world using a variety of methods with a mid-level budget. If you can't wait to leave your job behind, but don't want to hamper your retirement savings,
we are here to show you what is possible and how to make this a reality in your life. So once you have decided what you're doing with your existing properties, it's time to execute your plan. Whether you're choosing to rent your properties, to sell your properties, to have your children move into your properties, decide what you're doing, this is the time to execute the plan.
So we chose to rent out our properties, and the way that we did it was we did them fully furnished on defined term rentals. So we have set these up so that, for example, we have students that move into one of our accommodations. They go from September 1st until the end of April every year, and then we find other people to move in from May 1st until the end of August. For us, it works very, very well.
Now, when considering traveling either long-term or full-time, some people look at the option of their house as either they have to keep it or they have to sell it. So another option that we've chosen is we rent it fully furnished. So essentially, we're not having to lose everything that we've built into the home. We've been able to keep our pots and pans and our photos and all the things that our couch, all the things that we've loved about our home. We leave it fully furnished, and we know that when we decide to come back, we can use our home again. So that is a plan for us. You can allow it to just be a rental, and in which case it's not available if you decide to come back. We are Canadian, and as Canadians, we do have to return to our home country for 6 months of the total year. So we ensure that we have a property available should we want to use it, and that's why we rent out in terms.
A big part of setting it up as a rental is to make sure that you have changed your insurance coverage on all of your properties from lived in as a home to rental properties. Or if you do choose to sell your properties, of course, make sure that you have canceled the insurance that you had on the property rather than continuing to pay for insurance you don't need.
Also, we recommend pre-arranging any pending mortgages that you have. If you're keeping a property and you have a mortgage that the term is coming due and you know it's going to need to be renewed while you are away and out of country, we suggest talking to your financial institute in advance so that you can pre-arrange how you want this to be handled, and that way a lot of it can be pre-signed, because some of these documents need to be signed in person with identification, and the rest could be done perhaps online through e-sign. But you will need some form of proof that this is you making this decision, so make sure you've lined up mortgage renewals in advance.
The other thing you might want to look at is arranging for care of your properties while you're away. You may need to set up lawn maintenance, irrigation maintenance, seasonal tree trimming, pruning, all of the gardening things that go into it while they're a rental, because the renters may not want to look after that stuff for you while they are living in the property. Things like irrigation blowouts at the end of the season so that your pipes don't freeze. That all needs to be looked at ahead of time, because it's pretty hard to do while you're on the road. If you happen to have a house that has a pool or a hot tub, you'll want to arrange for all of the maintenance and off-season care of those as well.
If you are planning on traveling full-time or long-term, you may need to consider selling a vehicle or two. We had 2 vehicles, and we had to consider if we were going to sell both or keep one or keep both. We sold the newer vehicle that was worth more, and we kept the older vehicle, and we have it in storage so that when we return to our home country, we can drive it if needed.
Another thing to remember, of course, with that is if you are keeping a vehicle and storing it, make sure that you have taken off any existing insurance programs and have storage insurance on the vehicle, because there's no point in paying for unnecessarily coverages while you're away. The other thing you want to look at while you're away in terms of stored vehicles is you want to make sure that if you're going to be out of the country for a long term, say a year or more, you might want to have a family member or a friend that does the occasional maintenance that might be needed on the vehicle while you're away. For example, starting it every few months, or maybe getting the oil changed if that's necessary, if you're going to be a long-term traveler.
Another thing you want to do is you're going to want to update your financial plan with your advisor and make sure that everything is up to date, including ensure your beneficiaries are all correct and up to date.
Within the will planning, you might want to also set up a trust if for any beneficiaries that may be inheriting large sums of money. If your kids, grandkids, etc. might be quite young at the time, if something were to befall you, you want to make sure that you have something set up that manages the money while they're young and allows them to inherit funds at different ages rather than getting everything when they're quite young.
Something else to consider, and we'll talk more about this in a future video, is to ensure that you have all of your legal and tax related paperwork in a cloud. So I have been living abroad before when I had to do my taxes and I was not in the country. And so you're going to need to make sure that you have things like your tax receipts, your income that you're going to be submitting. All of those things can come to you electronically. You'll have to preset that up so you can get the electronic documents, and you're going to have to make sure that you are able to submit electronically either yourself or that you have a tax accountant in place who can submit them on your behalf. So be aware that you will need some of this stored in the cloud in case you ever need this information, and it does happen where sometimes for identification purposes, maybe a government body says, okay, we need to know line 123 of this tax return, and you don't have it on your person. So this is where we're going to talk about storing some of these items in a secure cloud location, but be aware that these are the kind of things you may need to have prepared in advance.
Another very important step that you want to look at before you hit the road is looking into and getting quotes for travel insurance and health insurance programs. These are of course vital should anything happen to you while you are traveling. You want to make sure that everything is looked after and that you have the proper coverages available.
So those are some of the steps as you begin planning your financial way forward into a life of long-term or permanent traveling. These are some of the steps you're going to want to make sure that you take.
Thanks for watching.